Congratulations! Don't look so depressed. Hey gang, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara and you're watching the Parable Project. Thank you for clicking on this video. You are more than welcome and more than encouraged to like and subscribe. Is it mean if I say more than welcome? I'm like pressuring them into like comment. Oh, and don't forget to leave a comment about how your day's going in ish. I would like to give a big shout out and big thanks to Tammy. She is my director for the day. She's behind the scenes. She's waving. And welcome to my channel, where we talk a lot about Jesus in a little bit. So today we are filming a video about your questions that you would want to ask Jesus. And obviously I'm not Jesus. I'm far from that. So I'm not going to be answering your questions because I can't do that. I don't know the answer to your questions. But there were some questions that people had about like lukewarmness. So I mean, I'll offer my experiences and what I've been through, but besides that, there's not, not Jesus. So, but you'll be able to ask him one day. So let's just hop right into it, boys and girls. Thank you for everybody who submit stuff, by the way. I was really surprised. And by the way, some of you did submit a son, and for those of you that didn't see my story, I said submit a son if you don't want your Instagram handle to be named. A question that I would want to ask Jesus: why did he give us, like, why did he give me, or like why did he give a specific person specific talents and like skills for certain things as opposed to like other stuff? Like I can like do stuff musically, but I'm definitely not like I can't draw well. So like why did he choose me to like give like musicality to, and like Greg, or like why did he choose like Tamara for photography instead of like fitness? Danny Grennan said, was there more than one shooter who shot JFK? That's a very interesting question. I didn't know that there was like
a theory.
Yeah. Rita Baresa said, how do I know if the next step that I'm going to take is the right one? That is a really good one. I feel like if we had the opportunity to like talk to Jesus face to face, which like technically we do through prayer, but like if we could like, literally like see him as like a person, I feel like that's what a lot of people would ask, like, what do I do next? Like, tell me what to do next. But I think that that's like the beauty of life, the mystery of like, I mean, knowing that God is never going to steer you wrong, that whatever you choose, he's going to help you through that when you're walking in his will. Somebody said that they would ask Jesus to help them out of being lukewarm and give them the strength to place him first. I think that that's a really, really good thing to ask of him. Like for me, I know that I was so in the world and so like and fairly in church, but I was very, very lukewarm. I was not taking responsibility for my actions. I was not taking my faith seriously. I didn't take my relationship with Jesus seriously. There was a lot of things that I was taking for granted, like being born into a Christian family. But I think that community is so important, and just finding the right people around you. Tamara and I were literally talking to somebody like last Thursday, and we were saying that Christian lifestyle isn't a perfect one. It doesn't exclude you from problems, but having people like Tamara or like Alex, Joanna, like anybody like that around me, and seeing them grow in their faith, seeing how God is blessing their lives, it encourages me to like continue and move on in life and keep praying and keep placing Jesus first. So it is hard to be on your own when you don't have people like that around you, and that's why God created the church. The church isn't a place, it's a people, it's a community. You can definitely reach out to me if you ever need anything, because obviously the person who asked this knows who asked it, but I'm not going to say their name. Anna Zion said, let's see, to have a real dinner with him face-to-face kind. That would be really cool. Shoot, I mean, if you ask him to have dinner, then you can ask him everything else. So you're sitting there with him for hours. Nikasa1, who's our good friend Masha, asked, I will ask Jesus to never leave me. That is a really good one. Danny Grennan said, what is Obama's last name? I think it's Barack. Just kidding. Someone said, do I make him laugh? That is a really good one. I feel like I think that all the time. I'll just be like doing something so goofy, or I'll make like a stupid little error and then I'll be like, did you see that? Someone said, have I met my husband yet? That's a really good question. I don't know if I'd want to know that, to be honest though, because like,
you've met many people. So like many, well, not people, guys. Like I feel like it still would be a mystery, because what if you like
like if he just says like yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I feel like I'd be speculating every single friendship that I have with a guy and being like, C Mudge said, for real though, what's his favorite color? I feel like he would either say like green or like blue or something, or he would say like all of them, or yeah, white. Kishana S said, what should I do next? Again, I feel like that's one of those like, what step do I take next? Where do I go? But through prayer, and especially like just living life, I feel like when you reach everyday decisions in your life and you're like, what do I do? What next step do I have to take to become more intimate with you? Or like, what decision should I make in what college, or what major, or like what class, or like what person should I talk to? Should I like be with this person? Stuff like that. I feel like God does not leave you in the wilderness with stuff like that. When you pray about it, you always find an answer. I don't think that there's some situation that I've prayed about that I didn't see an answer or an outcome of, other than one that I'm like living in right now. Tamara Makave said, do we get to have pets in heaven? But Mira made a really good point. If God took the time to ask Noah to put in so much effort to save 2 of each animal, then why wouldn't he like have them in heaven, you know? Somebody said that they would ask him for peace and clarity. I feel like that is a really, really good one. There have been like situations that I've been in, like issues or like problems that I didn't like see clearly, and I would always search for like blame in them or like self-pity and stuff like that. But once you pray about it, God gives you like real clarity, not to like of how to come out of the situation necessarily, but like to see your situation from a new point of view. Kate Vic H asked what career path to take. It's a very common question, especially for people who are like exiting high school, because it's like you have to make such big decisions in your life and you're so scared to make the wrong one. I definitely went through like a little while where I was confused, or I wasn't sure if the decision that I made was the right one. I was battling between psychology and veterinary sciences. But in the end, I realized that from day one, I chose the right thing because of God's guidance, and it's simply that. It was just all God's guidance, and I thank him every day for that, and I know that he helped me make the right decision in the end. Through prayer and process, I know everything's gonna be okay with that. Jada Taylor asked, how do you want me to live my life profession-wise? So it's a decision that's gonna last you for the rest of your lifetime. You're choosing a career that you're going to be in. But I think there's so much beauty in just trusting in God. It's difficult, but in the end, it's beautiful, and it's so necessary too. Cici Abdel Noor asked, what will happen to atheists in the afterlife? Well, I'm no Jesus, but I think we kind of know what's gonna happen to atheists. But read Revelations! Chris Villard asked for infinite determination. I'd do everything I set my mind to. That would be so good for like procrastination, because you would literally just get everything done. Chabby Ram asked, how can I love you as you have loved me? That is a really good question. I feel like God gives us that in the Bible, you know, to pursue him every single day, to reach for intimacy, and, you know, to be as Christ-like as we can be. Katsiadinka USA asked why my brother-in-law died so young and why my sister is left alone with 3 little children. I think a lot of people, when they go to heaven, are gonna have a lot of questions to God about, you know, why certain people were taken out of our lives so young. Yahira asked, what's my purpose and if I genuinely add to people's lives? Well, I can tell you that you genuinely do add to a lot of people's lives, even though you're not around us now. A lot of my great memories from high school and theater are with you, and so I have to thank you for that. And for the what's my purpose aspect, that is a good one. Even for me, somebody who goes to church a lot, you know, I don't know my purpose fully yet. I'm just taking it day by day, walking with Jesus day by day as much as I can, fixing the little things as much as I can, asking him to fix me where I need to be fixed. Joanna Abram said, "When you coming?" That is a real good question. But I feel like honestly, I would want to ask him so I know like how to prepare myself. But I feel like I would take that for granted to be like, oh, well, you know, I'll give it another day or two or something like that. So I feel like I don't trust myself with that question. I definitely do not. Tina Love 33 said, "I think it will be one big question, why? Why means everything because nobody can give an answer." That is very true. That is very true. Nobody can answer that. We can apply why to every aspect of our lives. Danny Grennan said, "Who was really behind the Max Headroom TV hijacking?" That is a really good question. I feel like there's so many like instances like that in crime or like law or whatever, where like there's so many questions left unanswered, and I feel like that would be a really, really great thing to ask him about. Andre Brady Mata asked, "Are we going to remember our family in heaven?" That's a really good question. I wonder. That was a really good one. He also asked, what was his biggest struggle and how did he overcome it? Yeah, I would definitely want to know how he overcame it. Andre Brady Mata also asked, when is he coming back? Christina McCarran said, "I wouldn't ask him, but thank him for giving me an amazing friend." Love you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love all you gals and guys. Cuties! No, I'm kidding. I love you guys. And girls.
I love you all.
I have 63 people subscribed to my channel, and I have no idea why they're subscribed to me. I wouldn't subscribe to me if I had a chance. It's free. Subscribing is free. Stay tuned for next week's videos, you guys. 3 p.m. every single Sunday. You know how it be. The worship song of this week is going to be God Be by Chris Renzema. That's a song that I'm definitely going to be listening to a lot, especially now that we're going back into school. Because Chris Renzema sings, you know, God be my vision, be my everything, essentially. That's definitely the kind of mindset that I want to be having going back into the wonderful lifestyle of education.